Hey everybody, this is Shane with Team ZenberryMix.com. I just wanted to go over something real quick. One of my favorite devices for indoor training is the Emotion Rollers by Insideride. I just got back from a nice ride outdoors here in New York City, a rare good weather day in February. So usually it's brutally cold or it's snowing or there's snow on the ground. So do a lot of training here in the Northeast indoors to get yourself, stay in shape and to get yourself ready for races that start in March. The good big races are usually further down in May, but the races here start about in March. Other parts of the country is a little different, but this roller set is the best I've ever ridden. I think it's the top roller you're ever going to ride. I've ridden other rollers before, and they're good, but this one has this floating inner portion that has rubber, so suspended, so you can actually get out of the saddle and do a full out sprint. It takes a little practice because you have a narrow area, but you can do a full out sprint. You're not going to ride off these rollers. There's bars here and here, so you don't kind of prevent you from going off if you start to. Showing you some sprinting on the rollers. Don't make fun of my climbing weenie sprint, but I'm not a sprinter. So, but just to demonstrate that you can get out of the saddle and do a sprint. And you don't have to actually sprint, but it's always nice to be able to get out of the saddle in the middle of an hour ride or 2 hour ride, if you do an indoor ride. Other rollers, it's really difficult to do that because they don't have this moving section in the middle. So you'll ride off the front of them if you stand up and push a little harder. It's possible, but it's harder. And rollers I like because you have that real road feel. I like them better than any trainer. I know there's a bunch of new connected trainers that are smart trainers like Wahoo, Kicker, and the Tracks, and they're really great and everything, and a lot of fun. But you're not going to train the muscles the exact same way you would on these rollers or on the road, because all these little supplemental muscles that you have that keep you moving, keep you upright. When you're locked into either a spin bike or a stationary trainer, you're locked in. Those muscles aren't exactly working the same exact way as they would on this or out on the road. And this makes riding longer indoors, makes it more interesting, more fun than a stationary trainer. So one of my favorite things. This is an older unit. The newer ones are updated, a lot better. They have better resistance where you can set it from the bike. This one it's a magnetic resistance, which is right here, and it's got 0, 1, 2, 3, and you can get this really, really hard. But you have to get off to kind of to change it. I've gotten kind of good where I can get my foot all the way back and just kind of touch it and pull it forward and back, so I don't have to totally get off. But sometimes it's not that easy. But the new ones, like I said, you can do it from the bike. The other aspect of these, there's two downsides. One, they're big and they don't fold. So, at least this version. I don't know if the new ones fold, but the new ones are a little lighter, a little more compact, but with the same floating section. So that it takes up room. You can't fold it up, put it under. It's really hard to put in your car. The other thing I really dislike are these wheel bumpers, they're called. I really dislike them. I've crashed off these a couple of times, as everybody's ridden rollers has crashed off of them. But these I've crashed off of because you're not paying attention, or you're wiping sweat off your face, and all of a sudden you hit. But you hit this, and these are great if you just happen to do a light little tap, and they go, oh, I'm a little too far over. Let me move back to the center. But if you get past that point of no return, you can't correct, because you hit this, and now your center of gravity is going, and there's nothing you can do. Whereas on all the rollers without these, you'd ride off the roller, and then you just ride out the roller. It gives you keep riding if you have to ride into your couch or something, or you ride off the roller enough and you just unclip. Gives you a second to unclip. This, it hits there, and it happened to me like a few weeks ago. I wasn't paying attention, and I was wiping sweat off my face and went over, and I just went over. No big deal. I didn't get hurt or anything, but that's one thing I don't like. I wish it just was open and you could ride off the roller if you want. But that's my take on these. They're really good. Check them out. Insideride. Probably the best rollers I've ever ridden. They're not cheap. I think they're, retail $800, but if you're doing a lot of indoor riding, the best you'll ever use. But that's my favorite indoor training tool. So if you like to subscribe, click the Zen flower that looks just like this over here, and like to follow some other videos, and check out our ZenberryMix.com. Click in the bag of Zenberry, and be safe out there. Fucking thing. God damn it.